Okay, this is where I was. Sorry, guys, I'm doing this in like pieces here. Okay, so again, highlights in Mexican history. Under the pre-party leadership, the oil industry was prone to clientelism. Clientelism is a system whereby a government entity, like an agency or a local party boss, gives favors and preference out to corporations that promise loyalty to the party. So the oil industry, as controlled by the government, gave out specific contracts and favors to people who, in return, continued to support the party. So that was one way that the pre-party maintained power for most all of the 20th century. Um, when in the 1980s, two presidents, Miguel de la Madrid and Carlos Salinas, introduced a major reversal of the country's development strategy. So rather than doing what had been done for the rest of the 20th century, which was heavy government involvement, import substitution, subsidization, which is a process where the government is heavily involved in the economy, they adopted neoliberalism. So we've seen this term before when we studied the UK, which is removing government controls in the economy. So this was a major shift, a major pendulum swing where they wanted to get rid of so much government control. In 1994, they committed Mexico to NAFTA, which was Mexico, the United States, and Canada, that opened up free trade between the three countries. NAFTA had very mixed results. It certainly benefited some, but was very harmful to many others. And so we're going to look at NAFTA later on in this unit and also look at the trade agreement that has replaced NAFTA. In 1994, Mexico experienced a severe economic crisis. Inflation ballooned, unemployment skyrocketed, and as a result, Chiapas, which is the southern state, saw a major rebellion there of their people. So this is an area of the country that was particularly hard hit. Zapatistas, so again, these are people who, kind of use Zapata as their inspiration. They call themselves Zapatistas. They took control of 4 towns in the southern state, demanding more land, demanding institution of democracy, competitive elections, more rights for indigenous people. And the southern parts of Mexico were particularly hurt by NAFTA, so they wanted a repeal to that. Hey, Penny, can you go over there because that's really loud? And then I'm almost done, okay? This culminated in the assassination of the major presidential candidate of the pre-party in 1994, Luis Donaldo Colosio, which was very problematic to have a major party candidate assassinated in 1994. This also started to see the weakening of the pre-party. In 1997, this was the first time in modern Mexican history that the pre-party lost their absolute majority in the Chamber of Deputies. In 2000, Vicente Fox became the first non-pre-party president. So this matters because for the first time in 71 years, the president of Mexico did not represent the pre-party. He was from one of the other major parties called the National Action Party, or the PAN Party. There is another major party in Mexico called PRD, and then now there's one called Morena as well, which is the current president's party. So in 2000, Vicente Fox was in power from 2000 to 2006. Felipe Calderon was the second PAN president. And in 2012, power shifted back to the pre-party under the leadership of Enrique Peña Nieto. The current president goes by AMLO. It's Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He is from the Morena Party, which is a leftist party, and that is officially the National Regeneration Movement. All right, and that will wrap up this section.